Oh.
Was it worth it?
Excuse me. Was what worth it?
Whatever you did last night that made you so tired.
Well, Meg and I, we didn't feel like going home to empty houses, so we went out for a meal together.
And where was Mr. Powell and Mr. Morris?
Meg's not with her husband anymore, and mine is away on a camping trip with the children.
Yes, I've heard all about these girls' nights out.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It was just a straightforward French meal. It did go on a little longer than intended, though.
We should have a meal together ourselves sometime.
Okay.
I mean, we could get together and talk over a few of the problems we're having with this combined setup.
Might be an idea.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Powell.
Oh, hello, Judy.
Hello, Mrs. Powell.
How are things at the house?
Well, they could be better. I've lost a staff member. You know, Tony's left.
It's a bit sudden, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit. I was wondering, could I see Patty Lawson?
She also wanted to see the people she's been helping since the fire. I was wondering if it'd be all right if she saw them all together.
Well, I suppose if you saw them one by one, it'd take forever. They will have to be checked through, though. Would you supervise her, please?
Of course.
How do you make an upside down cake? Turn it upside down. No.
Hello. Well, I brought you some more stuff. I was sure there's the things you wanted.
Oh, Jude, it's good of you to come in and look after us like that. Oh, talc and soap, thank you. Good day, Jude. Great to have you.
Well, how are you, Patty?
Andy was moved to a prison farm this morning.
Well, why the sad face? That's good news.
Yeah, I know. It's just rotten being back.
I know that, love, and I won't try and cheer you up by saying it's only 5 weeks.
Good, I'm glad. Hey, listen, there wasn't any trouble at the house, was there, after what we did?
Well, the cops got their pound of flesh by getting Andy. I suppose that'll keep them happy for a while. Tony's gone, though.
Good riddance. Gone?
Yeah, he resigned yesterday.
Pity you didn't do it earlier, bloody idiot.
Steady on, will you, Patty?
Well, what do you expect? He's working in a halfway house, or supposed to be. And every time something goes wrong, he runs to the cops.
Yeah, well, he must have thought it was the right thing to do.
What's the matter with you, you stupid bitch? Since when is running to the cops the right thing to
Listen,
do?
will you two cool it? We're going to have the screws over here trying to shut us up in a minute. Now, he's gone. Let's just leave it at that, please.
Where's he gone, Jude?
I don't know. I mean, he said he'd keep in touch. Why?
Well, when he came to see me, I was a bit of a bitch. Don't know why. Must have got worked up about all we'd been through, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
But I didn't give him a chance to tell him that I didn't mean it. He's gone away thinking that I hate him.
He doesn't think that, love.
He must. And now it's too late.
Good morning. Mrs. Powell, can I have a word? Have you got a moment?
Yes, of course, Sergeant. Thanks.
I've been thinking about this Molotov cocktail business, and I've got an idea. Do you feel like helping?
What can I do?
Have you got any friends among the women prisoners? Someone who wouldn't mind passing on a bit of information?
Oh. Well, there have been one or two from time to time, but at the moment... Yes, there could be a possibility. What do you want?
I just want someone to keep their ear to the ground, see what they can pick up.
The women are very tight-lipped about the fire. But this one's new. She wasn't at Wentworth. So I'm not sure the women trust her yet.
Oh, I don't think she'd have much trouble with what I've got in mind.
And what is that?
I want Smith and Latham out of solitary and back with the other women prisoners.
Together? My God, they both think they've lagged on each other. They'd be hell to pay.
Oh, do you think so? Oh. Still, it might not be a bad way to find out who number 3 is, don't you think?
Can I have a word with you, Valerie?
First names. Isn't that a bit risky?
I only told you to be careful in front of the others.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm sorry about this morning. It's just that I was a bit thrown by my first night.
Are the women giving you a bad time?
Just a bit. It's all right now. I think they've accepted me.
Good.
So, what did you want?
Well, I was wondering if you could do me a favour.
Like what?
I suppose you've heard the women talking about the fire at Wentworth.
Yeah, a little. They usually shut up about it if I'm around.
Oh, well, you'll be hearing a lot more about it. There are 2 women you haven't met yet, Bea Smith and Chrissy Latham.
Oh, that Mr. Carlson said they were in solitary.
Yes, they are, but they're coming out this afternoon. We know that they're involved. However, there's also a 3rd person involved, and we don't know who that is.
And you want me to find out?
That and anything else the police might find useful. If you're discreet, the women needn't know anything about it.
I don't know what sort of a spy I'll make.
Then you'll do it.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks.
So, it looks as though it's just going to be you and me for the next couple of weeks. Now, I know I should probably have eyes in the back of my head to keep up with some of you, but you will be nice to old Jude for a while, won't you?
Okay. But why did Tony go?
Well, even social workers have problems, love.
So.
Anybody home?
I know that voice. Just a minute. Hazel!
Hi, Judy.
How are you, love? Hey, I heard you got out. How you managing?
How do you think? I'm an ex-crim.
You need a hand, huh?
Just for a while. I was going okay. I had a job as a barmaid.
And then someone found out, right?
Yeah. It was only casual, though. Look, I was wondering, can you put me up till I get another job?
Of course I can. Hey, how are the kids?
Still with George and his new wife. That's why I'm determined to get a job. I've got to get the money together to take him to court and get him back.
And you will, too. I'm proud of you, love, because you got a lot of guts.
Well, what about you running this place?
It's a job, you know.
Oh, come on. Can't be easy.
It's not, believe me. Well, what are we standing here for, then? Come on through, meet the girls, huh?
Your girl isn't out the front. Do you mind if I come in with some good news?
Of course, come in, Barry.
Well, I'll get straight to the point. I went around to Driscoll House myself, and I went over the place with a fine-tooth comb.
Yes?
I came up with a list of renovations that would make your head spin.
You don't think they'd be able
No,
to...
don't worry, don't worry. Even if the department pays, which I doubt, they'd never get it done in time. Driscoll House is finished.
There you are, Latham. Thanks. What's Chrissy doing back here? Orders from Mrs. Powell. I'm going to get Smith too.
Have you been charged yet?
Yeah, I've been charged, all right. Bloody arson and murder.
That's what Carson told us, but we didn't believe him.
What evidence have they got?
Straight from the horse's mouth.
What do you mean?
Almighty bloody Bee has lagged.
Oh, come off it. Who told you
The
that?
bloody cops told me that,
Oh,
so...
you know they'd say anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, till I found out just how much they did know. They asked her questions first, and then they knew everything.